Welcome!
Thank you, I appreciate it.
The infamous MC Righteous. Glad to finally have you on.
Thank you, I appreciate that so much.
Yeah, first time I met you was at Salas's...
Yes. The video shoot.
Yeah!
Yeah, I feel like a long time ago. Kind of. And that was back in, when was that? That was March, maybe...
Yeah.
Around March, maybe. That's what I think. Around South by Southwest.
Right.
Yeah.
Because it hadn't been, like, consistently warm.
Mm-hmm.
That's why it was so
It was
freaking
cold.
cold.
Yeah, it was cold that morning. Yeah, it was freezing.
Oh, man. I felt silly because, like, I was just jumping around and acting a fool just to keep warm. I'm like, oh, my God, they probably think I'm crazy.
That's perfectly fine. Mm-hmm.
Cool. But thank you for coming on.
Anytime.
This will be nice to get to know you and introduce you to like other artists because you've been working with so many lately.
Yeah, it's getting crazy. To be honest, even crazier as time goes on. But I think it's like I wouldn't have it any other way.
Yeah.
Yeah, to be honest, yeah.
How long have you been producing?
I say producing like a beats per se since 2014, so 5 years with beats. With audio engineering, I say about 10 years.
Really?
Yeah, engineering, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I started like rapping and engineering at the same time, so together to kind of like increase, like together. That's pretty much how long that's been.
That's crazy. Wow. Because I saw, didn't you graduate in music?
Yeah, I finished. I have a bachelor's degree, bachelor's in music industry, so music business.
Okay.
Yeah, and I have it's an associate's degree in liberal arts and humanities.
Nice.
Well, I have a bachelor's, music business. That's where I have my bachelor's in.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you're pursuing your career.
100%.
Wow. Okay, so I actually saw, I did some homework. I saw on SoundCloud, Afrocentric.
Yeah. Oh, so that's awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, Darkest, right? That dude. Yeah, that was a collaboration. I was like back in like 2015. That was like around when I first around when I graduated. I remember. That was done. Oh, you know what? That was the summer I graduated. We're still in the apartments called Hillside in my college, and we had them 2 months after graduation. So I went there for like a summer just to chill, and we made that song during the summer. Like after school was like all done. That's a nice throwback. Damn.
Yeah. it actually sounds pretty different from your other songs.
Oh yeah.
I noticed.
Yeah, sound wise, right?
Yeah, because your style is very like soulful and vibey and chill and has that jazz. I think that one was a little bit more like.
Yeah, it was an African sample.
I was gonna say because you're Nigerian, right?
Yeah, I'm Nigerian. Yeah,
I thought I heard some Nigerian in that song.
Yeah,
so.
It's definitely an African sample. So Darkest, he's from Rwanda. That's where he's from.
Wow.
Yeah. So but his style is like very like kind of like towards that direction as well. So I'm like, you know what? Let's just do something that's like our culture.
Yeah.
Let's just collaborate. Let's sample that, make a beat to it, and just like write to it on the spot. It was a nice time.
Wow.
Yeah, it was cool.
That's a pretty strong intro to your sound. So that's cool.
Oh yeah.
So let's see. You came out with Proximity Effect.
Proximity Effect. Yeah.
That just came out like last week.
Yeah, that was last week. My birthday was last Thursday, so it was last Thursday.
Yes, happy birthday.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that.
Did you do anything fun for your birthday?
Yeah, Denver, Colorado. My girlfriend's out there, so I'm going to go visit her.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so she lives in Denver. I'm going to go see her again this Sunday. Well, this one out there, I saw a place called Garden of the Gods. It's like a big mountains, like big rocks. It was just a crazy scene. Like, it was hard to breathe up there, too, the elevation and the altitude.
Yeah.
It was hard to breathe, but it was a nice view.
Wow.
Yeah.
So is she from here, or do you just, like, visit?
Yeah, she is from New York. Same as me.
You're really?
Yeah, I'm from New York. Yeah, that's where I'm from. Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to like get
No,
off
it's
track.
perfectly fine. So that's where I'm from. That's where she's from. And we went to the same college together too.
Aww.
Yeah.
That's so sweet.
Same school.
Aww. And so you guys have been together for how long?
Since October.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's pretty recent, but I've known her since like I first met her actually like in an interview like this. Yeah, it was back in college. It was like 2014. Her and her friend Johnny they had like a radio station together in college. And I was like one of the guests, and I just came to interview, and like we clicked that same time, but we didn't know that in the future we'll end up just being together. So time is the way life works is weird.
Wow, that's so romantic.
It's a dope story for sure. It's definitely nice.
Shout out to what's her name?
Yeah, Susie.
Shout out to Susie.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, so what part of New York?
I'm from upstate, a place called Pleasant Valley.
Okay.
LaGrangeville. So it's in Dutchess County, the 845. It's like an hour and a half from New York City north. Yeah, that's like where I'm located.
Okay. Did you hang out in the city when you were there?
Yeah, I've been there a lot. I have like a family and friends in the city, so I've been there like many times, like hundreds of times, maybe thousands of times. By train, Poughkeepsie is the last stop on the Hudson line. That's like north, and the last stop to the city is at the Grand Central. So where I'm located is the last stop in the Hudson line. So the train ride's got an hour and like 20 minutes. It's a long ride. But it's not that bad to get to New York City. But I've been there many times.
Yeah. Did you start music there or here?
Back in New York. That's where I started music. I probably started like back in like 6th grade.
Really?
That was like my first like writing of like music. We used to have the competitions in school. In middle school, it was me and like 5 of my friends. Like we'll write like on a piece of paper. Then we'll fold the paper and like pass it around the school. So from first period to 8th, we'll just switch around it from like a student to student, and like they'll rate like your writing, and at the end of the day, like, you get like your own piece back, and pretty much it's like if they liked it, that was a good sign. So me, like they always loved like my writing. I was like, man, maybe it's a sign that I should keep on going and keep writing rhymes. And that's how it started for me.
Wow, that's so cool. Huh? I just passed notes like to cute boys. I didn't do anything like that. Wow. Okay, so like, were you always just writing, or did you play instruments as well?
Yeah, instruments. I didn't play any instruments. To be honest, I kind of wish I did, because to produce like beats and stuff, I noticed a lot of my friends who did have like piano lessons or guitar, their ears like more trained, and they just play like by free will. So I feel like as a kid, like those like lessons you had, it's ingrained in your mind. And when you translate as you get older, like you might like you don't know where it comes from, but I feel it's like from those like lessons you had earlier in your life. It's kind of like still there, how you play by ear. But I ain't play any instrument, just like writing, and that's pretty much it.
Wow. So then what kind of songs would you freestyle to, or not freestyle, but like, you know, rap?
I say this producer named my Ninth Wonder.
Okay.
And I used to like write his beats like every single day, and I used to like record. So pretty much I like my own PlayStation 3, and like you go on the internet from there and go on YouTube. And I go to his beats like on random shuffle. I just write to them and freestyle to them. Like at the time, I had like no microphone, but I had like my phone recorder. Like I'll write like songs and like I'll record like into the phone, and like that would like my song. And like I'll go to school the next day, like yo, like check my song, like just like check my song out. It's like the worst quality in the world, but it was the only thing I had, so I just like finessed it at the time. That's pretty much how I started. Yeah.
That's usually, I mean, the best artists, you just be resourceful with what you have.
Exactly.
Your talent's going to come out eventually. And equipment is just, it's only like 30% of it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, until you get really good, and then you have to upgrade, of course.
That's so true.
Yeah. Cool. Okay, so you've been writing, and then when did you move to Austin?
I came about 2 years ago.
You're this new?
Yeah, that's 2 years. That's pretty much it. Yeah, I came around like South by Southwest. That was like 2017.
Is that what drew you to Austin?
No, well, I say like back in college, we knew like the biggest cities in music. I know Austin was one of them, Nashville, of course, like LA. But my friend, he moved, Lewis Pratt, he moved to Austin like after college, and he kept like talking about it, like posting about it. I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna go visit you to see like what's up in Austin. So I came like, it was December 2016. That was 2 months before I officially moved to Austin. And I just fell in love. Like I saw like the weirdest like plants, the cactuses, like the weirdest like that, you know, just the weirdest things. The weather felt so nice for December compared to New York. It just like just the vibe. The people here just felt like it was a different kind of environment, and I just like fell in love like instantaneously. And like 2 months later, I just here. Yeah.
You came by yourself?
Yeah, just me.
So you just you found an apartment and you just live by yourself here?
Yeah, just me. That's it.
Wow. That's crazy. Yeah. And so how did you meet people?
I say it was in June, like June of 2017. I moved in like for 3 months. I would just like kind of like do my own thing, write music, record. But there was like open mics at the time at Spider House. It was still open at the time. And I just said, you know what, I'm going to go to this one time. And I met some artist named Jamesy. And we clicked. He was the first artist like I ever recorded in Austin, Texas, was Jamesy. And from Jamesy, I met like other artists in the area. I went to Scratch House one time too, met more artists. And from James, I met like Hinton. From Hinton, I met like Kedra and Tice. It just like a chain effect. It just kept on going.
Right.
And like you don't like really like realize it until like you sit down one day, like, how did all this even happen? You just keep working, just keep moving, and things just come into place like by itself.
True.
Yeah.
Yep. Even like just with this podcast, like I interview one rapper and now I have like a flood of rappers.
It's crazy how it happens.
Yeah. It's pretty awesome, especially in Austin, because there's so many artists and you'll never be bored.
Nah, you can't be. And people are just coming like in a fast rate. They're moving into the city very, very fast.
Yeah.
There's more artists coming like every single day from like all over the place. Like here it reminds me of like a baby version of like New York. That's what it reminds me. Yeah, to me it does. Maybe like the diversity could be more.
Yeah.
But in terms of like people from like different like states, like, all coming together as one, it's kind of a cool place right now.
Yeah, totally. So who was your first rapper that you produced for?
That's a good question.
Did you rap with them first before producing?
Yeah, I'll say that's a good question actually. To produce for, I'll say maybe Jamesy. I think Jamesy like he had a beat of mine because I worked with him before, but if it wasn't him, it had to be Ticey. Ticey for sure. Like Ticey. It had to be the Jamesy or Ticey.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, talented artist.
Yeah. And then let's see. So you've worked with AC Aftermath.
AC. Oh yeah.
Levi
Ace.
Deadman.
Yeah,
Sal's
Levi.
Herb.
All of them.
Wow.
Yeah. AC. That story is funny too. I met her. It was last year of South by Southwest. And she came through one time, and I think she was the first artist, like a first session. I used to have a cat. I had a pet cat, and she was the first one to ever like meet my cat like formally. It was hilarious. My cat used to hide away, and she became like so social. And AC was the first like session I had after South by Southwest, and that's how I remember that time, was like meeting her and stuff. Yeah.
She's an animal whisperer. That's why.
She definitely is. Yeah, she just like horses, dogs, just pretty much everything. Yeah, that's how she is.
Yeah, that's so cool. So, have you worked with many female rappers?
Yeah, well, rappers and a lot of singers. A
like
lot of singers like
R&B.
Kedra.
Oh.
Kira Nova, Liv Free is a rapper. I work with Drew Amani is a singer. And it's just AC Aftermath. I don't know, there's more. Has to be. There's so many, but those are pretty much. Leah Bouvier, she's one of them too, very talented. I believe that's everything. I forgot somebody, I'm sorry. There's so many artists, like so many. That's pretty much like the gist of who I work with.
Yeah, but that's cool that you not just do hip hop. You do like, you know.
Yeah, I know. Like a few weeks ago, I had it was a gospel artist who came over to the studio to record.
Wow.
His friend came with the guitar, and the gospel artist, he played the keys. And it just came together very organically. The gospel songs, like, oh, this sounds pretty good.
So did he or she already have the song you just kind of like added to it?
Yeah, so it's pretty much like he had a song done. So he had his own keyboard. It was an 88 key. So he brought it over. And I plugged it in a 1/4 inch just like directly into like the interface to track the audio. And I just recorded it like in sections, like the introduction, the verse part, the bridge. And I had his vocals. So he did his vocals after we recorded the piano parts, and then his friend had the guitar and the bass, and he added like to them, and it just came together like so organically.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice. How many like instruments do you usually keep adding on to it, or you know, sounds or?
Yeah, so it varies. It depends on the song. Like a gospel one, like piano, guitar, bass guitar, maybe like some tambourine if you want to, some shakers maybe. And if you have like those elements, you're pretty much like good. I don't think it requires like too many. Well, like some genres require like, and it depends on the style too, like more instrumentation. But it depends on the artist too.
Right. So do they usually come into your studio like with already a song written out, but they just need help on the music part? Yeah.
So some like have like both sides like covered, while some have like just like words, but need like a beat to it too. And I kind of like provide like what I already have, or I create something on the spot. So it kind of depends. Like some like are very, very prepared. They have like the beat, the idea, and all I do is just like translate that. That's pretty much my job, to translate that medium to like a concrete, form.
Yeah. That's cool. So do you only promote on Instagram? Or?
Yeah, Instagram is pretty much like my biggest like platform. I'm very heavy there, so I say yes. I have a website as well that I should be like updating like more regularly, but I'll get to that with time. But IG is definitely the biggest platform that I have. Facebook, I don't really use it as much anymore.
Yeah.
I feel the trend kind of moved from like that to like IG. That's just my opinion.
Yeah. Yeah, you definitely get more viewers and traffic on Instagram anyway. Facebook is for family.
Yeah, pretty much. At this point, yeah, it's definitely for family.
Have you been to New York since?
Yeah, I've been there a few times. I've been like every single year since I came to Austin. I came. I went to that was 2017 June. I went last year. I was there recently. I went there for Christmas. Yeah. It was cold.
I'm from up north too. So
yeah,
I'm
where
like,
from?
fuck that. I'm originally from Chicago.
Oh yeah.
And then I moved here from Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Both cold places. Yeah.
It's only like an hour and a half away from each other. So yeah, I don't miss it at all.
Oh nah. Compared to Texas, that heat here is definitely nice, but there that cold, forget about it.
Can you see yourself going back?
I thought about it. Like I'll see like things that I feel like it's like signs that come back.
Really?
Sometimes I look at like, for example, I'll drive somewhere. Even like in Denver too, like when I was there, it's like cars would have like the plates of like New York. It might not mean nothing, but I keep seeing like New York plates like everywhere I go. It's like always like a constant thing. So maybe it's like maybe one day I'll be there again. Who knows?
Yeah.
But the money to live there is like insane.
Okay, so did you live in an apartment when you?
Oh, in New York?
Yeah.
My family.
Oh, okay, with your
house.
family.
Yeah, it's my family. So I had like no place by myself. Only here is when I had like my own place. But there's like back home with my family.
Yeah. Yeah, it's probably ridiculous.
It's crazy.
Like how much is like a
like,
1-bedroom?
Well, it depends. Like upstate is definitely cheaper. But the city, like the city, like Manhattan could be like a 3,000, 2,000 for like 1 bedroom. But upstate it can get kind of competitive too. I'm like almost 2 G's, 1,000 something. So it's kind of like it's not too far off from Austin cost depending where you are in Austin. But it's way too much.
Yeah.
And like what you see and what you get, it's not. I feel like the look of it doesn't like match the price. Like it's 1,500 or 1,000 or 2,000. Sometimes like it's like a very old like beat down kind of place.
Yeah.
It's not really like what you think.
Because Austin's like a new city, whereas New York is like.
It's old.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's old. It's a pretty city. It's nice, like tall buildings. But at certain areas, it's not the prettiest. But that's like anywhere though.
Right.
But I do miss home sometimes. Yeah.
I'm sure. Yeah, I'm going back to Chicago next month.
Oh
so
yeah.
I like going back home to remind me of like why I left.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I'm not hating on it. Just like a reset kind of. Like I don't know. Well. Not about me, but anyway.
That's needed though. It's needed.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, definitely is needed for sure.
So, would you say like the music industry is less competitive here or more competitive than New York?
I'll say it could be less, in a sense, but sometimes I feel like it could be the same. Or even more depending on what you're talking about, because in New York it's like I feel like it's still there, but it's super saturated in New York right now. Like in Austin it feels like a breath of fresh air.
Really?
To me it is. Yeah. The artists who are here, the live like artists, like the guitars, the bass, they kind of like mix it with like your style. It's like very unique here in Austin. Yeah, that's how I see it compared to like back home in New York.
I guess because Austin is more of a melting pot.
It is.
And New York already has its distinct style. So like that's why I guess like I wonder like how are rappers like super hard there, you know, like.
Yeah, it's like I feel like alright, so in Austin it seems like there's no gatekeepers. But back home like there is like here in Austin, it's almost like you can kind of like make your own like lane, and there's no like distinct sound here yet, at least. So I feel like artists here kind of like create like their own like lane, and you have the freedom to do so without being judged. But back home, it's like you have like certain like walls in place, and you feel like you probably can't go a certain direction. While here in Austin, you can go that lane but feel okay with it because. Keep Austin weird.
Right.
It all kind of comes together. Like, just be you, be free.
Yeah.
That's how it is down here.
That makes sense. And like even with your style, because you have like that boom bap style,
yeah,
or whatever,
yeah.
it's still very like chill compared to, I don't know, I guess maybe when I think of New York, I think of, you know, like
hardcore
yeah,
stuff.
right,
Yeah.
yeah. So it's very different. So that's why I was like surprised you're from New York.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, nice. So okay, so let's see, you came out with Proximity Effects.
Yeah.
And this is what number or in your
like albums
catalog? Yeah.
Jeez.
Because we kept scrolling because I tried to do homework and I'm like, damn, he put this much music out.
Yeah, I went crazy last year. So I say like my first project I ever like put like out on like the platforms was an NYTX. That was like when I first moved from like New York to Austin. So NYTX, and after that one came like maybe like a single called 25 to Life. But albums now, like then came Gemini, and from Gemini, I gotta think, there's a lot of things that came. So I think it was Gemini, Sapphire Bay, Mars, Vision, Introverted Love, and then came Proximity Effect. And I put like those out like last year. It was like a big like creative like outburst I had.
In 1 year?
Yeah.
Wow.
It was like the craziest like thing in the world, but it felt nice, and I feel it helped me a lot to connect with people.
Yep.
That's that. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you feel that you evolved like drastically from your first to?
Oh, big time. I feel like the first one was like finding me in a way, but the other ones were like it just switched. I didn't really try it or try just like with time away, like internally, like what you see and do, it just like forms you. And when you attack it like without thinking too much, it just comes to be like, it's weird. It's almost like I create, but like I don't really think too much. I just go on like with freedom, and it's like whatever happens, and if I say something, it's meant to be. I just let it go.
Yeah,
that's how it is for me with music.
It's pretty remarkable though that like you can produce that much.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like some artists do like one album a year or 2 years and it's fine. But I'm like, if I'm able to do more,
right?
Like, why not?
Yeah. And
I have no excuse because because some of those albums I did like in like 2 days. Like Gemini did that like in 2 days.
Do you do this full time?
Yeah.
I was like, how do you have time for this?
Well, when I did Gemini though, I was working full time.
Oh, okay.
And but some of the albums, like I tested myself, like Mars, Vision. I said like every single week in September I'm gonna drop like a project, and I did it. And when I did that, I was like, you know what? If my mind could do that, I have like no excuse.
Yeah.
I can put out content like whenever I want to and however I want to, because if I could do that like last year, like what else could I do?
Yeah.
You know?
That's crazy. And and so this was not only just music you produced, but songs you've been writing too?
Yeah, like songs I've been writing. And also like I'm balancing like recording other people's albums and mixing their albums and like doing my albums. So it's like a whole bunch of like work. You just find time to do it.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, I see your calendar.
It's like posting every single day. It's like new artists, working with artists. It's always like work. But it's nice.
Yeah. You never get burnt out though?
I think so. Like I feel like the Denver trip I took last week, I kind of felt it. And those days helped me a lot. So like I feel like I'm kind of like back to normal again. But breaks are very, very important.
Yeah. Do you ever find, because you listen to so much music, that maybe you've used this melody before?
Yes, but sometimes like if I just have that like freedom like mentality, then something else comes to play, and it's like, wow, okay, like I see that, I see this. Let me keep following and believing in it, and then before you know it, it's like the song just sounds like different than anything else. Right. So I think it's just like sitting down with time to like wait for the right idea in a way, and when it comes, like grabbing this, don't look back and just run. Yeah. What
about like, so the music that you write, like what do you normally write about?
Yeah, it varies. Like of course it's like like internal stuff, like of course like pursuing things, like your passion, your dreams. Of course women, that's like of course. But a lot of things is very like introspective. Like I'll touch upon like the song 27, A Proximity Effect, is about like me turning 27, and it just seemed very like spacey. I have a song called Space where it feels like I'm in space, like kind of like floating about, And like when I hear the song, I feel like I'm like in space trying to find like a surface. What other songs? Like it's kind of like trying to think. A Sudoku, and the album is like a game, but a girl playing games with me. But I'm comparing it to like playing like Sudoku, which is like a game like a 9, and it just the way I put it together was like it's like a metaphor of like a game and stuff. So like things just come. Like I don't know how or where, but I just trust the process so much, and it just like happens to be. I'm like, okay, that makes sense.
Awesome, though. Because you keep exercising that muscle, that's why it comes naturally to you. Yeah, that's cool. And so, as far as visuals, so we worked on Salus's. Do you have any visuals coming up?
Yeah, that's pretty much like my concern or like my goal for like going forward now is like visuals. I feel like out of everything, that's like the least in my catalog right now. So like going forward is like the creation is like good, but when I want like I want to scale back a little bit and just like shoot videos for many things. I feel like for the songs that I have, there's some cool concepts there. So
like,
it's time.
Like you can actually see your lyrics being played out.
Oh, big time.
Yeah, are they like storytelling too?
It can be like like I can see like some of the songs when I hear them, I think of like a certain like scene. Like certain like characters, I'm like, wow, this reminds me of like a movie. Yeah. And like I could see it being like played out. So if I have to write like video person, I'm good. I'm solid. Yeah.
Nahar Media, probably.
Exactly. Yeah, shouts to him.
Yeah. Yeah. That was fun. That whole one take or
that
one
was.
roll. Yeah. Where do you see yourself? Like, do you know of a song that you want to do a visual for sure?
Yeah, so many of them. Trying to think, maybe something off Proximity Effect. I have a song called Rugrats.
Like the show?
Yeah,
cartoon?
A song called Rugrats. It features Live Free and Dameen, so 2 of my friends, and it's like talking about pretty much like us like growing up and like wanting fame, but like we're all from like different areas. Like I'm from New York, Live Free's from Indiana, and Dameen's from Austin. So it's almost like just like visualizing yourself in a higher plane and want to achieve that, but like back in the day, like years ago, like it's almost like it's hard to explain it a little bit. But when you hear it, it's like, oh, cool. And a name called Rugrats is like we're all like separate like kids chasing something, but together like with a Rugrats. It's like cute. So I thought a video for that would be kind of interesting.
Like you could be Tommy.
Exactly. Like,
or Chucky.
It could be someone cool like that. You know, I feel like it'll be a dope video.
Yeah.
Concept. Yeah.
I like that. Cool. What was I gonna say? Damn, I forgot. But I just thought of your album cover. Yeah. You took that photo on top of the Hope Gallery or Castle Hill?
That was Castle Hill. A fun fact was the album was gonna be named Castle Hill.
Really?
Yeah, but I decided my girl kind of informed me, or she advised me, like it made sense. That's where I was, but Proximity Effect was the name I was kind of playing with before, and that name just seemed to work more because I'm standing on top of Castle Hill, looking in Austin, and the people who I met along the way, I met them due to proximity. That's what Proximity Effect really means. Is that when you're in a certain location or area, people who you meet, you're destined to meet them due to proximity.
I love that.
And the album's very feature heavy, and it features like all my friends. Yeah. That's on purpose because that's the proximity effect, and that's why every single song has like at least 1 or 2 people who I know in Austin.
I'm glad you went with that title.
Oh, and this made more sense. It sounds cooler to explain it too.
Right. Because is Hope Gallery still there? I thought they moved. So you took that photo before you moved? That's the
graffiti park, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think they moved near the airport. But I took that picture. That was actually January of 2018. That was like over a year ago. Tycee took that. I had a music video I shot there called "Keep It Going," shot by Hellstacks, and that was last year.
Wow.
I had no clue they'll close it. I had no clue that would be the cover art for the album. Like,
you know what's
week.
funny? I wonder if like you compared that skyline to now, like what buildings are missing, you know?
Yeah, I think it'll be different now.
Yeah.
Definitely will be. So I feel like
that Jenga building, I don't think it was there yet.
I don't think so either.
Yeah.
Or if it was still like getting built or assembled. But that's a good idea. It's like go somewhere close and it's like a compare and see like what's there, what's different. That's damn.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that.
Austin's Crane City. That's what I call it.
Yeah.
Dude, when I'm downtown, I always look up.
I'm have like, to. Like, things are always like in the air. It's just crazy. Yeah.
I know. I think I've seen like crane fails, and I don't know. Was there one in New York?
I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not surprised at all. That's scary.
Yeah, that shit was super scary. Anyway. So, do you see yourself, like, being here for a while?
Yeah, I do. I know some friends who probably not for like different reasons, but for me, I feel like the artists who are here, there's growth here in Austin.
For sure.
Yeah, so I feel like just to stick around for some time, see how it goes.
Yeah.
And I think like with time, we'll just grow and get bigger and bigger. So I think I'll be here for a couple more years. Nice. Who knows? Maybe like it's just like 5, it might be 10, it might be more. You just never know where things go.
I'm concerned though because everyone or all who's been here has talked about Spider House, and then that went away, and it's like I really hope that ATXFlowdown stays.
Keeps going.
Yeah.
I think they will. They're touring. They're going on tour.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, so ATXFlowdown, I know that's the name of the actual, like, not the organization, but who hosts it?
Sloan. He's the OG. Yeah. He's like the mastermind behind it. So Sloan is a genius.
Okay.
So he's behind it, but that's a cool little concept they have like right now. So I feel like that plays a part to the artists coming together. Helps a lot, big time.
Totally. And I love the band.
They're so nice.
Is it always the same band though?
Yeah, they kind of switch.
Okay.
Stone's always there, but the drummers might change, the piano, the keyboardist. But how they coordinate that is like crazy because like all the artists come together and they learn like at least like 3 songs by them and do a show. Wow. And how do you memorize all that stuff in a short period of time? They're talented.
Right, and they kind of have to like ad-lib too.
Yeah.
Because they also play the music for battles too, right?
They do. I mean, I don't know how they do it. They're very, very talented.
Yeah. But what's the name of their band?
It's a Flowdown band.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I'm just...
Oh, it's cool, yeah.
I went to my first Flowdown when AC Aftermath performed.
It was crazy, right?
Yeah.
My God.
And I wish I could go there for tomorrow, but I have another event to go to.
Yeah, they have more coming up. I think there's a battle again next week and a week after. And after that, they have like a tour going on. Then the Austin show, it's the first day. I think it's September 7th.
Okay. September. Oh, wow. That's kind of far.
Yeah,
but it'll be here before you know it. Damn, it's crazy. So you're judging.
Yeah.
Is this your first time judging?
First time ever.
Really?
Yeah, it's going to be me, Mama Duke. There's one more judge, too. I forget. But I know Cap Lewis is battling. It's like three different battles that day. Because things got kind of moved around because of I think the first battle there was a big like rainstorm and it got canceled.
Yeah, I remember that.
So things got kind of like moved around. So I have to check again and see like who's really on it. But that's tomorrow. It's gonna be a nice event.
Yeah, that'll be
from
intense.
9 to 1. It's gonna be a long night.
As Cap said, there's gonna be some dead bodies there.
Yeah, I know Cap. He's gonna go crazy. His battle, I think, it's gonna be like the main event.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
wow.
I think so.
Man, maybe I can make it because the event that I'm going to is from like 6 to 9, I believe, and I don't think the battles really start until later, right?
Yeah, I think it's a 9 to 1, but it's probably like later that night too. So I think you're right.
Okay, maybe I can make both if I don't pass out.
It's gonna be a nice time, but it's gonna be a long night too.
Yeah. As a judge, though, like, are you given certain points that they have to hit? Like, how do you judge? Is it subjective or like?
Yeah, I think we'll get the rules. We'll get the final rules soon, like tonight. But it's like performance, like delivery, bars, the presence, like all those factor in.
And how long do they usually go back and forth for?
Yeah,
until someone calls a winner.
Yeah, I think they're switching it up again like tomorrow as well. But I think it's like they trade off like back and forth, a few bars, and then there's like an acapella section at the end, like no beat, just like
yeah.
them.
That's intimidating.
Yeah. Yeah, it really is.
Do you battle?
Nope.
Do you want to?
Nope. It's not for me at all. I mean, I had thoughts about it before. Like, I used to like watch like battle rap all the time, and like would imitate it, and it's like cool, like how they. But some of them are like how they come up like with their lines. It's like it's just beyond me.
Yeah. And I don't know. Maybe I don't watch enough like rap battles, but it can get pretty like I don't know.
Yeah, like
you know what
intense.
I mean? Like, should I be taking it personal or, you know, but of course that's part of the game.
Exactly.
So, I don't know. I guess that's why I wouldn't want to battle, because I would rather just express myself through my art than like try to like, you know, one up someone.
Yeah, it's beyond me.
But it's a craft, so it's a
is.
skill. It's an art. Respect to everyone that does it. So.
Oh, of course.
Who's is there like someone in the lead right now? Like, is this like a tournament or eventually?
From how I'm seeing, like it's just like per night.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because like King So, I know he won, but this one right now. See, the thing is that one storm really pushed things back to the point where things kind of like all over the place. But I believe if not today, there's one battle like next week, and that might be the last round. That I think they'll have like another round again, but I have to double check with them and see, because that last storm just really threw things off.
Yeah. I'm sure. Ooh, excuse
me. Yeah, that's cool.
Do you go to the other ones at like Scratch House? I believe is another.
Yeah,
one.
Scratch House. Like I think it's Tuesday nights. I haven't been to Scratch House in a while. It's been
I've never been.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's like an open mic. You perform. They have like featured sets. Like artists have like 20 minutes or 30 to perform. But it's cool. I'm so busy like all the time.
Yeah, I
want to go.
Do you perform though? Have you performed?
Yeah, I performed a few times in Scratch House. Like twice, not so many times.
Okay.
But with the Flowdown band, a lot, and there's like random performances just to go. But pretty much, I'm in the midst of like, I just want to tour.
Yeah.
That's what I want to do.
What are your must-visit cities?
Houston, San Antonio, Dallas, New Orleans, Kansas City.
Kansas City?
Yeah.
Is that a big scene?
There's a scene there.
Really?
Oh, yeah. They're talented artists. So Kansas City, Chicago, New York, LA. Of course, a cliche state cities, but that's like definitely, I just want to see it.
Yeah. Wow. Where's the farthest that you've
played? Gotta think. The furthest I've played, it had to be Texas.
Yeah. In Austin. Where did you? Was it Scratch House?
Yeah, Scratch House. It was Empire. We did Empire.
Oh, Empire.
As well.
That's a good venue.
It is nice. I did come and take it as well, but Empire was it was Christmas time before I went back home. It was a Flowdown event too. Insane.
Really? Wow. This there's a question that I asked one of the rappers that was here, but if you could pick anyone to tour with, like famous or whoever.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, who would you?
It'd be Blue. My favorite rapper, Blue. He's from LA. My favorite rapper of all time.
Really?
He's the reason why he's the reason why I started writing. He's like the best rapper to me. I'm gonna see him for the first time live on Sunday in Denver.
Wow, I've never heard of Blue.
Yeah, he's a beast. His producer's name is Blue and Exile. They're together.
Okay.
And Exile's beats are like something else, but Blue, he's a poet. He's very, very good.
And he's from LA, you said? How long has he been around?
I say since the early 2000s.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is he like younger, or is he
like
older?
30?
Oh, okay. So like my
36.
age. Old?
Yeah.
I'm just
Well,
kidding.
Like a little more than me, but definitely he's been in the game for a while.
Okay. Wow, I'm surprised I haven't heard him. But then again, I don't really seek music like that.
Exactly.
So, yeah, I think that's kind of the problem too. Is, you know, people are so like inundated with like mainstream music. People really need to like look for, you know, local talent, or just there's so many hidden, not gems, but you know what I mean. Like, I don't know. That's why I started the podcast, because there's so many artists that deserve recognition and, you know, share the spotlight.
I agree.
For sure. So, okay, so who are you working with right now?
I say Ty C, Hinton, Drew Amani, King Soul, a couple more. Kaleidoscopes, it's Kieran Nova and Liv, R.C. McCree.
I saw, because he hit me up to interview as well, Zayt?
Yeah,
is that
Zayt,
one?
Yeah, him too. My God, yeah, Zayt, he's a beast. Like, he's one of the best artists who I've like ever met. His own lyrics, like the way he writes, how fast he does, and how precise. It's amazing.
Wow. I want to ask a question, but I don't want it to like stir up anything.
Sure.
But are there any artists that you work with who are like, oh, I'm not feeling this?
It's tough to say.
Because I'm sure they pay you, so it's like,
Yeah.
well, then you have to.
Yeah, it's tough to say, but the thing about Austin, what's crazy is that the artists who I know,
Mm-hmm.
they're talented.
Yeah.
It's like I haven't come across that yet. Who come to my studio? They just have a thing about them that stands out, and
That's
they're very,
good.
very talented. I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
the city's special, yeah.
That's good that you only like work with artists that you feel passionate for, because I mean you could just see dollar signs and not give a shit about it.
I mean, it's cool to. I don't think it's cool to think that way. I mean, it's way deeper than money.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Totally. So do you usually like schedule just like on weekends or something, or like every day? Oh, because you do this full time.
Every day. Every single day.
Man.
Yeah. The schedule is open like whenever, and I'll work. And that's how it is for me.
That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you guys should hit him up.
Please do. Please do. Mm-hmm.
Oh man, I was gonna ask another question that I forgot.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Because we were on such a good roll.
Oh, yeah. Sure, I'll come back to the question.
Yeah, for sure. Let's see. I've also been drinking, so it's not a good thing. And it surprised me that like you work on your music sober.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So you're just naturally creative like that.
That's it.
That's so cool.
Mm-hmm.
I wish. I mean, okay, like I can be creative sober, but like some herbal influence
Helps a little bit.
Yeah.
I haven't tried yet. Like, so I don't really know the effects. But I'm so like creative with it. I feel like what's the point at this point? Like I've been so like efficient
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Don't fuck with it.
Mm-mm.
Like if the formula is working. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do you even drink though?
I don't drink either.
Really?
No.
So you're like 100% sober.
That's it. Yeah.
Wow.
Mhm.
Do you drink caffeine?
Caffeine,
Coffee?
no. Coffee, no. Just good old water.
That's good though, because it means that you put all your release into writing.
Mm-hmm.
That's the
how it
healthy way to
is.
do it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm too broken inside.
It's all good though. Mm-hmm.
Cool. So do you have any plans of like using more like of your cultural influence, like the Nigerian or?
Yeah, I thought about it. Some said to like produce in that lane too. Inspiration will come like different artists, but I definitely want to like with time like incorporate that.
Yeah.
This is where I'm from. That's just who I am.
Were you born there?
Here in New York.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
My parents are from there though.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
What did they think about your music career?
They support it 100%.
That's
they support it,
good.
yeah. Because that culture is like, it's kind of frowned upon. In African culture, like the whole creative side, but they support me 100%. So I got very, very lucky.
Yeah, and if you're able to sustain a living like full time,
Then why not? It makes sense.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Do you live by yourself?
It's me and two roommates. So Espo and Axel, bros for life. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's good. And so your studio, do you have a separate room for recording?
It's a living room. We turned into a studio and a chill spot.
Yeah.
It's pretty big and spacious, and the acoustics there are nice.
Yeah.
So it's perfect.
Because I see in your like behind the scenes and stuff, and you have stones.
Yeah.
Have to have stones. What do you have?
See, the thing with stones is that I'm aware of them, but the names I have no idea.
I know. I
have
know
no
amethyst.
clue. I
That's
have
about
that.
it.
I have
Okay,
that.
the
Someone
purple,
named
right?
that before you had the purple and the greenish thing in the bottom. So I got that recently in Denver. But the salt lamps, like I have those, like 4 of them.
Mm-hmm.
I know that's good for like energy and vibe, like clean the air and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I have that.
Have you felt like a difference?
I believe so.
I mean, things are going good for you, obviously.
Yeah. Like when I have like, people over in the studio, I feel like the vibes, it just feels good.
Yeah.
And maybe that plays its part too.
Right.
You know. Mm-hmm.
I wonder if I should have stones.
Try it.
I'm not really like, I appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm entertained by it when I learn about it, but I don't know. Maybe I'm not like superstitious like that.
Yeah.
They're pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Like same with like, the whole zodiacs and stuff.
Exactly.
Like you're a Gemini.
Yeah,
I'm a
yeah.
Gemini as well.
There you go.
So, well, technically I'm a tour Emini.
Same as me.
Really?
I'm the 23rd, so I think that's kind of on the cusp.
I'm a 21st.
Okay,
so
yeah, so you're really on the cusp.
Yeah, I'm really on the cusp.
Mm-hmm.
So I would definitely say I'm a Taurus because I am stubborn as shit.
Yeah.
And Gemini, like, I could either be really, really nice or I could be a really big bitch.
I feel you.
Are you the same way?
I'm the same way. It's one sign. You just have your days and your moments. That's how it is. Mm-hmm.
But they say that, like, everyone has a bit of every sign.
Yeah.
So.
It's like a grain of salt.
Yeah.
That's how I see it.
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
So what are your goals, like, within 5 years, would you say?
Do a tour around the country. Worldwide won't be nice too, because that's a possibility.
Where would you want to go for sure?
To Nigeria.
Yeah.
To Germany. I know it's big over there with hip hop.
Really?
Yeah, it is.
When I think of Germany, I think of like EDM.
It's there too.
Yeah.
Hip hop too. In the UK, Australia. I'll see the kangaroos and see what's up. That's pretty much it. Those countries for now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I hope you get to do that.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
It definitely will be.
Because I just learned how expensive touring really can be.
So much money.
Ugh.
Mm-hmm.
Well, start local at least. At least you have your Texas cities, which are definitely feasible. Because what you would need you don't need like a van because you don't have any instruments.
Nah, just me.
Yeah.
That's it.
You wouldn't want to tour with anyone else?
I say with Ty C, Zayt, my crew.
Do you have a crew name?
Oh, that's the thing. Is like we don't have one yet.
But you want one?
It's in the works.
What are some names that's been dropped?
I'll give a hint.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
No, it's all good. I'll give a hint. It starts with a C. It's not Curtis. It starts with a C. That's an idea. And there's numbers involved too.
Okay. All right. Well, we know what to look out for now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you plan on doing like an album together, just you guys?
Yeah. So the thing was like a proximity effect was gonna be something like that. So in a way, it's like proximity effect. Is that? But I think sometime this year we will have like a whole group album.
Yeah. Cool. That'll be exciting.
Oh, absolutely.
Just checking the time. Sorry, I don't mean to be rude. Let's see. I feel silly every time like my mind goes blank.
Oh, it's all good. It happens.
Like I hate when it's very like, question answer. Like I want it to be chill. So I don't know. What are you doing tonight after this?
Tonight probably get some rest.
Yeah.
Yeah. Had a long few days and some mixing.
Oh, excuse me. So how long does it take for you to complete like one song?
I'd say maybe like 2-3 hours. Sometimes more, depends. Like 2-3 hours or so.
Yeah. So do you usually have do you make a daily schedule for yourself? Like put in 8 hours today?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's good.
So I wake up in the mornings, ideally, and work. But sometimes it goes like 12-hour days, 15. It just varies. It's a lot of work.
Yeah. And I'm sure because you also have to work out with the other person's schedule. Do you guys stay up late at night?
All the time.
Yeah. And you do it sober? I don't get it. Just kidding.
Try my best. I'm young as hell right now. Yeah. I'll take advantage. Maybe later on, coffee maybe.
Yeah. Coffee is still not good.
Yeah. Caffeine.
Yeah. Tea. I drink tea with caffeine.
Lemon tea and green tea.
What are your favorite brands?
What's that one I had? HEB.
Oh, was it HEB?
Yeah, brand? That one.
I drink Tazo.
How's that?
It's good. Well, I think it's right. The brand, they have different names, but I think that's and also Celestial Seasonings.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's one. I have to drink sleepy tea at night.
Oh, damn.
Because I have to knock out. I have eczema, so.
Oh, word.
I'll be up scratching all night. I'm always scratching even on the show. So, just sorry.
No, it's all good. It's fine.
So, okay. So you're going home after this, and then you got the rap battle tomorrow.
And I have Denver on Sunday.
Oh yeah, and how long are you gonna be there?
Just 3 days, to the 5th.
Okay. What do you guys have on your itinerary?
I want to go to the sand dunes. It's like 4 hours away. All white sand. But it's a high elevation.
4 hours away?
Yes.
Is she willing to drive? You're driving? Mm-hmm. Oh, you're driving all the way there? You're not even flying?
I mean, I'll fly to Denver, but to the sand dunes it's like south, like 4 hours.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, so you're going to be driving her car?
I'm going to rent one.
You're going to rent one?
Rental, yeah. To be a rental. It's going to be a long journey.
But it'll be fun. It'll be a very scenic route, too. I've only been to Denver. I don't know if I should be saying. Yeah. In January of the year that recreational became legal. So it was like winter, and I remember stepping out of the plane and like I breathed in needles basically because it was so. You know what, the elevation, like you were saying.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to go back now that shrooms is legal.
I heard about that too.
Yeah, that might be fun for you. It's
I
natural.
Yeah, you're right. I might go crazy, just bug out, but I don't know. I think I'm good on the shrooms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I sound like such a bad enabler. I'm like,
no.
You should do this.
I mean, it works for some people.
Yeah. Yeah. Plus, you can like reach enlightenment and.
Yeah.
I don't know. I heard in microdoses it's good. So maybe I'll try that. I haven't tried it since I was like 18.
Wow. Yeah.
And that was like what, 17 years ago. So I have whole new cells in my body. Who knows how I'd react to that? But I don't know. I'm curious to see, like, if you were under the influence, how different your art would be.
I'm sure a little different. Like, who knows how much? But who knows?
Because even like sounds, like you know, when you go to concerts, it sounds like you're like, oh my God, have I died and gone to heaven? Like everything sounds so. What's the word I'm looking for? Just, I don't know. Extra.
This sounds better.
Yeah. So maybe sounds that you never thought would sound good
will sound good.
Right?
Yeah, it's pretty interesting. But who knows?
Yeah.
Who does?
You got time. You're still young. So MC Righteous. Maybe we could wrap up a bit. But how did you come up with that name?
So I grew up Christian in a church a lot, and Righteous is there in the Bible like all the time. And the name just stood out to me. You know what? Righteous sounds pretty cool. MC Righteous. That's how it came to be.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. I was like expecting like a more. The proximity effect was a better story. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. It is a better story though. You're right about that.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
And you came up with that name when you started writing.
Yeah, I say about maybe like almost 10 years ago.
Okay.
It just stood out to me. People in school call me, yo, Righteous.
Oh, really?
You know what? That sounds pretty cool.
I like that.
Yeah.
It's a very noble name too. Like it's not like Lil Right or something.
Yeah, that's so common these days. But just Righteous, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
It just felt good.
And it seems timeless too.
It is.
Yeah. For sure. Well, maybe we should we're almost like at an hour, so I know, right?
That's crazy, yeah.
I know. Sorry, I have some moments where I'm just like,
no. Trust me, it flows.
Yeah, and you're like ready with your answers.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so let's see. I'm trying to think. I have an interview tomorrow with an R&B singer. Actually,
nice.
Yeah. I don't know if you've heard of her, Saint.
Nope.
Yeah.
Hopefully one day I'll meet her.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll watch the interview for sure. See who she is.
Yeah. Maybe you guys can work together.
That'd be nice.
Do you have you tried like doing other types of like genres, like fusing? Because I know it's like jazz, hip hop, but like
jazz, hip hop. I don't think I've stepped out too much. But with time, of course, I'm the same thing. It's kind of like the same over and over again. So I think with time we'll step out for sure.
Right. And do you ever have like I know there's rapping it, but like female vocals, you know what I mean, like singing in it? Do you ever?
Oh yeah.
Okay. I'll have to listen to your. I'm sorry, I didn't really.
Yeah, it's all good.
I kind of skimmed through them.
Exactly. Yeah. I say on proximity, the song 27, and check out like the song Compass, and on Mars, Stars and Shoes.
Okay.
Dope songs.
I'll have to
Yeah.
listen to. See, I'm more of like an R&B fan than like hip hop.
Exactly.
Like I'll listen to hip hop every now and then, but you know how like there's either you pay more attention to the music than you do the lyrics, and I think, would you say that like with your music, like you would rather that the person well, because you're the producer, so like, does it mean more to you that people take away from your lyrics than they do?
I think both is cool. I think it's equally important. But for the vibe, the whole connectivity means the most.
Right. Yeah. I think what I like about your music is, regardless, it's always like chill and feel good.
Yeah.
You know?
That's the goal.
Yeah. It's definitely something I could like play in the background and like read or clean or something. That's awesome. Well, okay, so where can we find you?
MCRighteous.com. On Instagram, the social media, just MC Righteous. I'll be everywhere, just like that.
Do you have a YouTube?
YouTube, I do. I'm gonna jumpstart it again. It's still there, but I'm gonna have like more content coming soon.
Yeah.
There's an MC Righteous there too.
Cool. Nice. And do you have any videos?
Yeah, I have a few. Keep It Going, Residuals. Those are the 2 I have so far.
Okay. Who directed those?
iRock did Residuals, and Hailstacks that Keep It Going.
Are they from here, from Austin? Oh, okay. Cool. I have to check them out.
Oh, yeah.
I'm more of a visual person.
That's good.
Yeah. I mean, I like, music. Who doesn't love music?
Exactly.
But, like, it always adds another element when you can see the visual of it. And I just remember things better.
Oh, of course.
I'm sure with you, like, you could hear something and you just have a better... Would you say that you can, like, pick up music pretty well?
Yeah, I say the ear is pretty trained.
Yeah.
So I say it's a little bit of both. Yeah.
Yeah. Dope.
Yeah.
Well, you're super talented, and
Thanks
I'm so
so
glad
much.
you came on.
I appreciate
here.
you so much. Thank you.
I'm sorry I had like my moments where I'm
Nah.
what should I say next? I'm still
good.
learning to interview. I'm not the best at it, so I appreciate you coming on.
Thanks so much. Appreciate you. Thanks so much again.
Yeah. Have you done any other podcasts?
Yeah, I've done a couple interviews before.
Were they as bad as mine?
It's dope. It's dope. Nah, trust me. It's definitely dope.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Have you done video podcasts?
Yeah, I did one before, like 2 years ago.
Oh, okay.
About an hour too.
Really? Where was it, like in their home
back in New York in the studio.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
In their home studio or like a studio?
I think it was a studio, but it was like this too. Dope.
Really?
Clean. Yo, yeah.
It's a lot smaller than it is.
It works.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And I appreciate you wearing bright colors.
Anytime.
See, look at that.
It looks
You're
so
standing
good.
out.
Oh yeah, it looks so
I'm glad I
nice.
wore green too. It's like stop and go.
It's like Christmas colors.
Well, I like to end every episode with me clinking
Absolutely.
we don't have any glass, but
So
plastic.
let's do it.
So
There
until
you go.
next time, thank you so
Anytime.
much.
Thanks so
and,
much. Appreciate you again.
I'm sure we'll run into each other again.
Oh,
so.
definitely.
You can reach us at fatalpodcastatx@gmail.com or Instagram at fatalappeal.